I don't know why I'm scared as if Carti's ever gonna see this. But yeah, kind of Carti.
You never know who's watching, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Everyone sees everything.
With Conglomerate, like a lot of people told me like, oh yeah, Midas Touch was played at Wingstop. I was like, wow, like
Yeah.
if you told me like what 2 or 3 years ago, I would not have thought that would have happened.
Bro, Elko, how do I say the name of your brand?
El Columbrid.
El Columbrid.
Yeah.
Cool.
Everyone has that in pronunciation.
Because, bro, I've been calling it some crazy shit. Okay, cool. What's up? I'm Sam with Side Magazine. Today I'm here with...
Leah GTE.
Alright, perfect, amazing. I'm here next to this beautiful duffel from El Columbrid. Yeah, what can I say? A bit of product placement, a lovely piece of kit I recommend investing. Yeah, okay, so we thought today we'd do a bit of a longer interview, a bit of a sit down, and actually discuss some stuff with someone who does a lot for the scene, a lot for the industry. So yeah, talk us through what you do. What's your thing?
I'm a producer and DJ, and yeah, that's really it. But I've made one song once, so I guess artist too.
Talk about the music you've made.
Catch product placement.
More product placement, Verse Beanie, Sanguinary Studios, another investment. I would put it on my head, but I have curly hair and I'll fuck it up. So yeah. Yeah, talk about the song you made. Let's start with that.
I produced Midas Touch on Conglomerate.
Right.
Conglomerate is the Lancey and Femi album. Do you mean like in terms of production or like?
I mean, talk about all of it, the history, how did it even happen? I don't know if I'm wrong here, but wasn't it meant to be a Len song originally?
Yeah, it was meant to be on Golden Boy, and then the day of the Femi show, the track list drops, and then I see Midas Touch, and I'm like, hold on, I recognize that song. So that's how I found out I was on Conglomerate.
How did you get like in touch with Len? How did you end up like with that placement? Actually, how did you even start producing? Like, you know, how did you go from no production at all to being on Conglomerate?
I started producing, well, I used to be on Discord a lot, as cringe as that sounds, in 2021, because I really like J Trench, who's like Lancey's main pod.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I joined his server, and there was a lot of producers. I always had like an interest in producing, but it wasn't until like 2023 that I actually started making beats, because of my friend Ski, and like he kind of like taught me. So yeah, since then like I've just been making beats, but I haven't been as consistent as I should be, because like I started DJing in June 2023, so like I've just been trying to balance both. But yeah, I don't know.
And how did you end up going from just making beats in general to like connecting with, you know, bigger artists?
I knew Len already before I started producing, but like I think like people back then might think I was producing, but like I didn't know how to produce. Len used to ask me for beats in his server, and I was always really shy. So like one day I just randomly I was like, okay, I'll just send him some beats. And then I got Top Shutter, which he dropped as the Conglomerate, like, no, not Conglomerate, sorry, the before Cobalt. And then since then I just kept sending him beats. So that's how I got on Conglomerate.
Amazing. So that's producing. Let's talk about DJing. Obviously, you said you started in like what, June, July 2023.
Yeah.
Why? You know, how did you start DJing? What do you use to DJ? Who inspired you? You know, what do you do? Like, what does it mean to you now? All that kind of stuff.
Actually, luckily enough, my friend ISO, she taught me how to DJ pretty much. Like we used to go studio, during the summer. I think in like September 2023, I did my first Radio Buena Vida radio show. And that's when like people started like seeing that they liked what I was doing. So then I got my first booking in December, and then since then it's just been history. Yeah.
You also DJ the Conglomerate show in Manchester?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was really good. I was actually meant to DJ the London one, but my train got stuck in Newcastle, so I was stuck in Newcastle for 4 hours straight. But yeah, it was really good. I got to meet like people like properly, because I didn't get to meet Len or like Femi or them like properly. But shout out Moy, because Moy is the one that actually shouted me for Conglomerate.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And obviously, speaking of, you're not from London. A lot of the scene is.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I'm Scottish. I'm from Glasgow, but I do live in Edinburgh for university. So like every time you see me in like an event, like I've probably traveled like 5-6 hours to be there.
What's it like trying to like do so much in London or like, you know, in Manny or wherever, like doing those big journeys all the time?
It's difficult because it costs a lot, but like at the same time, we are in like a generation where like you can utilize the internet, which is how I met all these people. Because like
Yeah.
a lot of people always ask me like how you tapped in if you're from like Scotland, but like I utilized the internet, like I networked.
Yeah.
I was a good networker back
No,
then.
you can meet anyone, especially if they're in the UK.
Yeah, weird.
What's the scene like in Scotland? Because I'm not tapped in with it at all.
There's a few like there's the big three I would say is like in terms of DJs would be ISO, Annie, Rahul, and they're like ISO plays a lot of the similar stuff that we listen to. So does Annie, and then artists. Um, I'm not really too tapped in myself, but there's a guy called Kekpo. He is the goat. He's the best in Scotland. Bloody Shield. I can't remember, my mind's went blank. But like, 'cause there's like a lot of good artists in Scotland, but if they went for like the UK scene and not the Scottish scene, maybe like you guys would like probably know more about them. I don't know.
And then, yeah, talk about the UK scene. You said Jay Trench, obviously, like, very inspirational for you starting producing. A lot of people's, GOAT. What do you think about, like, artists, producers now in the scene? Who are your favorites, and where do you think we are? It's very, like, saturated at the moment, but there's a lot of talent at the same time. Like, what do you think?
I think those who are in this to like for the passion will stay in it, and those that are just there to like be involved, they will dissolve. Favorite prods right now would be Capo, it'd be Tej, it'd be Says, it'd be Mao. Says just got one on Sinners CC with Capo, JF. There's a lot of prods. I have a lot of producers that I really like. Yeah, I can't really name all of them, but I'm sorry if I forgot it. I'm sorry.
And that's a long list of names. Where do you think the scene's going? Because the last year has been huge. There's been a lot of change, a lot of growth. Obviously, Conglomerate, I felt like was a bit of a like milestone. That was like, for me anyways, that was like the shifting point. So where do you think it's all gonna go?
Um, I don't want to say it's the same as the drill 2016 run because I don't think they are, but in terms of like getting very close to mainstream, I think it could happen because with Conglomerate, like a lot of people told me like, oh yeah, Midas Touch was played at Wingstop or like something like that. I was like, wow, like
Yeah.
if you told me like what 2 or 3 years ago, I would not have thought that would have happened. I think the scene's in a good path as long as we detach from the brain rot. The brain rot needs to go, but that's really it.
Yeah, all those TikToks and stuff like that. Is what you mean
Yeah.
by brain rot? Like, what do you?
Yeah, like obviously, some people like the brain rot and like they find it funny, but I don't know. I think it just takes away from the music.
I think it's funny, but I think if you make something so unserious, then it's not gonna have the same like momentum. Like, it doesn't have the same like appeal or the same like weight behind
And
it.
it turns it into a trend almost. Because when it
Yeah.
becomes a meme, like memes they're not.
It has a lifespan once it's a
Yeah,
meme.
exactly. Like it's not longevity.
I think it's also the fact that it's the people that aren't really involved with the scene and stuff that are the people that like.
Pushing it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, trust me.
doesn't sit too well with me personally, but I know a lot of people are a fan, so I'm not gonna say too much. What's your ambitions for the future then? You've been DJing for a while now. Where do you want it to go? And yeah, what are you doing outside of DJing? Like, what's your plan? What's the future looking like for you?
To be honest, right now, like, I have took a break from like producing for other artists because I do want to prod for myself. Like, I think building a brand as a producer is way better than like relying on the artist to carry you. Like, if your beats are good enough, you can just make music and people will listen to
Like,
it.
you don't want to be like so and so's producer. You want to be Leah GTE.
Yeah, because I still would be, but like at the same time, I DJ. I like to play my own stuff. I wanted like, you know how like Lancey or like other DJs that like they play their own edits and stuff like that's what I
Yeah.
want to do. But I still want to produce for other people. Don't get me wrong. But I do think my ambition is to build my own brand and become like my own thing rather than just relying on other people.
What do you want to tell people? Like, what messages like do you want to put out there? It's for like, as far as people in the scene go that have like stuff to say, you're definitely up there. So what's been on your mind recently? What do you?
I was just gonna say, don't take things personal, because I take things very personal, especially like I feel like if you're new in the scene, and like maybe you're not getting enough plays or like people aren't like following you back or whatever, then I would just say don't take things personal.
I saw an article the other day. I thought would be really interesting to talk about. I forgot who did it. Someone will know, but about how like you know, having like too much aura, being too mysterious can really, really hinder you early on.
Yeah,
What
100%.
do you think about that?
I agree. I feel like if you don't have personality, how do I say this without even naming names? Like there's certain people, there's certain you know, the video
for
chat at the
blood.
door. There's certain people that like I can tell that they went from like they used to be really active with their fan base and stuff, and now that they're getting more like motion, they probably do want to like stand back and like aura farm. And I mean that's cool, but like I feel like me as a consumer and me also being involved, I think it's way better to just, you know, be yourself. I'll take you the furthest. Like look at YT, our Len, like they're like very clearly themselves.
I think motion isn't even real, I can't lie. I think the only way to stay up is to like put people on. Like
100%.
Lancey's like by far the biggest in the scene because he keeps like collaborating with people.
If anything, I don't even think Lancey's underground.
No, not at all. Well, you can't do like international tours and
Yeah,
like
because people have been trying to tell me that he's not underground. Sorry, he's underground, but like I think there's a thin line between underground and not. Just be yourself. I don't know. I feel like even me, sometimes I'd be thinking like, oh, I don't like show personality enough, but like I don't know. The aura farmers got to me, so I don't know.
I think there needs to be like an environment set up where people can show personality, or the scene's gonna die, because otherwise everyone's like the same person. It's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can let your music speak or your art speak for itself.
That's true.
Like Clams Casino or like Untitled Chapter or something.
No, that's very, very, very true. What are your like favorite artists? What's your musical taste outside of this scene? Because a lot of people like come from completely random places, like, you know, indie rock or whatever.
My top three is probably Kanye, Azalea Banks, and Eve Timmer.
Okay, interesting. That's a very, very diverse top three.
Yeah, I can't lie. I want to put Metzke up there too, but like I don't know.
Damn, that's even more diverse. How does your like diverse personal taste, how does that blend into like the DJ sets you do?
I like when I played at Play PM, Elisa said something to me that really stuck with me, and she said that my sets feel like a random playlist, and that's generally like what I try to do, because for me, like if I went to someone's DJ set and they were consistently just playing rap or like I'm a piano the whole night, I'd be so bored. So I try like mix, like for example I mixed YT with I'm a piano, or like I think I mixed Carti with like house. I prefer like to just blend random stuff just so like I don't know, just diverse, I guess.
Do you feel like people like come to see you DJ, not just because they want to hear like a genre?
I think so, yeah. I think maybe a year ago I would probably said no, but recently like people have been, even today I got a message, someone was like, when's your next set? Like I want to see you play. I was like, okay. But I don't know. I don't think I'm not at the point where like I'm like completely like diverse from anyone, because I just play songs that everyone plays. But once I start playing stuff that I've produced, or like if I remix like a song and like use the acapella but my beat, like I think that's when I could say like I'm different.
I think it's about like finding a medium as well, because like there's some DJs that just play like Carti all the time and it gets a great crowd reaction, but they're not very individual, and there's some that just play like the songs they like but nothing that the crowd wants. So I feel like
I had to find a blend, because previously when I first started I would just play whatever I wanted to play. Like at some TV I played Fuck Everyone Freestyle by Lancey, and they did not know that, bro, and I was like, okay, that was like a wake up call. I was like, okay. But recently like I've tried to do a bit of both. Like I'll play like some Rihanna or like some like mainstream stuff, but then I'll play something that no one knows, but like it balances out.
obviously the day we're filming this is the 14th of March, so Carti dropped a couple hours ago. What do you think?
It's album of the year. It's album of the year.
I think a lot of people say they don't like it, or they think it went 5 for 30.
No, I don't think every song is crazy. However, you can tell that he's trying to transition into mainstream, like solidify his place. Because like I think he is the biggest rapper in the world.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like Young Thug and stuff, but like in terms of like cult fan base, it's 100% Carti. And that album, like, especially, there's one song I was listening to today, I thought that was crazy. Oh, I See You, Baby Boy. It's a crazy song.
Everyone's gone crazy with that one.
Yeah, because that's the one with
Opium Baby.
the Opium Baby, yeah. And then the one with Future, And then even Kendrick Lamar, that's like that's what I'm saying. Like he got Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick
doing
Lamar on the Carti
funny
album
stuff.
is crazy.
So random, innit?
Did
Like,
not expect that.
yeah, it's crazy.
He's done some crazy stuff. I think that album is gonna be really, not even like hold out a red effect, because I think people already like it now, but I think it will actually, I think it'll be huge streaming wise.
I think it has to. It's an album you have to listen to multiple times.
It's insane to see that people can like grow now without releasing anything. Like you just have to release something, perform for a few years, and then put out another album, and there'll be so much anticipation if your works. I feel like because of the level of saturation, it's about how good your art actually is at this point. Like if Carti didn't sound good, I don't think this album would have worked for him.
But at the same time, I think Carti's at the point where like, if he drops mid, they're gonna eat it up anyway.
Yeah, but I feel like you have to get to that point by releasing good music in the first place.
No, I agree. That's why I feel like this, like, I have noticed with the UK underground, there's people that like will drop consistently, but it's not always like, top quality. But like, it's good to drop consistently, but it has to be a balance of good quality and consistency. Which is why I really rate Fake Meg. Like,
Fake Meg's drops have been really, 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 really good this last year. Like, ridiculous. I feel like if you just keep dropping good music, like, someone's going to have to take notice at some point.
And SD and Rico as well, they're very consistent too.
They've been nuts. I think every single SD Kid song is good. I thought he'd been rapping for ages, but his first song on Spotify is like 8 months old.
Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense to me.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Shout out SD.
Yeah, no, he's crazy.
Do you want me to ask you questions?
Fuck, if you want to,
What do you think about the Carti album?
I thought it was really good. I think there's obviously a good amount of filler because it's 30 songs long, and I feel like if you listen to any rap album for like an hour 19 or whatever, you're gonna get a bit bored. But like, no, he did his thing. I think the features are good. Hearing Pop Out was crazy. The snare rolls that they added to Hood by Air was difficult to sound like. But everything else,
I think they overdone it. Like when I was listening to Hood by Air, I was like, why is the snare roll like?
Yeah, and they removed one line from it as well.
Yeah,
and it was
I
like,
didn't need to.
Like, it wasn't like he said something crazy. It was just like a normal line.
And he also, like, for some reason the snares are really harsh. Whoever mixed it, like,
it's so loud. Harsh, it's the loudest part of the song by far. Like,
but Evil Jordan, it was calm though.
Yeah. That was mixed, but that song's like got quite a soft mix anyway, so it was fine. Yeah, me and Daniel were like listening to it and we were like, whoa. Yeah. And I think it was good. No Ken or Lone or Homicide Gang features. I was like, oh.
Thank God. I'm joking. Actually, I like 2021 Lone. I think Lone is no comment. PR.
Media training kicks in again. Crazy, it's like a rev limiter. I definitely go back to like old Lone a lot. But I think it would have been cool as like a full circle moment. I mean, they've been signed for like 5 years. They've like Ken Costa and the Shorty like made themselves under Carti's label.
They haven't even like.
They've never been on a song together. There's not even like unreleased. I've never heard them on a song together ever.
Yeah, Carti got them in some 360 deal, man.
It's crazy. Jesus. 0 features is dark, really dark.
Yeah, I hadn't even deep that. That is crazy.
What do you think of Skepta on it?
I think it was cool. I thought that was like a W crossover. Should he have got Lancey?
I can't believe there's no release Lancey and Carti. Just because obviously like Lancey is big, but like the numbers don't really tell it all because he did all his early growth in America because the UK just didn't have the scene for him.
Yeah.
And like so him and Carti have been tapped in. It's like I don't know.
Yeah, but I think I don't know. They have they have one song per J Trench that's snippeted, but like that's it.
They have another one as well. They have a Pipsy, but that's Bro, that one has some mad story. It's like, I think some leakers or some sent Lancey's team an email saying, like, being Carti and said, oh, can you do this?
Oh, yeah.
And it's like some like dark song. It's really good though. But yeah, I can't believe they don't have a song together. But Skepta being on it was good. I think good for the culture.
But to be honest, I don't think Lancey should ever do a song with Carti. Just because I feel like he's, like they're going to say he's the British Carti. Like, I don't think he should ever, because he's not.
I think Carti's taken a lot of inspiration from Lancey, like a lot.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like
so much
Lancey
inspiration.
was doing stuff, but like.
If Carti had a Lancey feature, it should have been like 2020.
Yeah.
I think Lancey should have had a Carti feature on like Live Evil or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that didn't happen.
Yeah, they low Yachty instead of Carti. Try low Yachty though. I don't know why I'm scared if Carti's ever gonna see this, but yeah, Carti.
You never know who's watching, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Everyone sees everything. That's the main thing I learned the last like 6 months is everyone sees everything.
Well, let me tell the truth. Carti, my Ethiopian twin, I can't lie. Like, you have stole influence from Young Lean, from Echo, all these man. Like, I can't lie.
Nah,
It's dark,
I
but
hear
I
it.
respect it though. He's on his Lil Wayne thing now. I respect it.
Nah, fairs, man. What other like rap albums are you excited for? Like that's coming up. Like what do you want to
BBM.
see?
BBM.
Okay.
Gem Legacy's album.
Yeah.
I'm excited for BBM. I'm excited for Oi.
Yeah, always coming out this month, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't say anything.
I was gonna ask that question, but it's okay.
The Maffias give it away.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. What else? Maybe Golden Boy. I think I'm excited for Golden Boy. I don't really know any other albums that are coming out.
I want a Lancey album. Where's my Lancey album?
Or the OV.
It's been so long.
I have no comment, man. Actually, no. Let me actually look in that cup. PR.
The
Nah,
mic
share
picks
it
it up.
Lancey, man. Share it Lancey, man.
There's a Cinetape coming out as well, which is exciting.
Oh yeah, Too Often. Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, I'm excited for Too Often because Capo produced basically the whole album. So.
W flag, bro.
Yeah. Damn.
We just let it die, bro.
Never mind.
Do we just wrap it up there? Okay, well that's been Leah GTE. Our flag has let us know that it's time to end the interview. I've been Sam, it's been Untitled Magazine. Again, shout out to this bag, shout out to this beanie. Sanguinary Studios, bro. I mean, the spikes, you won't be zooming in, but you see the spikes.
Thank you for having me, guys.